Wow, was that one hell of an episode? I'd say yes. It's been an emotional week, especially with Arrow's pre-Crisis episode, and I'll make a video about Barry and Oliver in Crisis later, and now I don't even know what to expect with the Flash Crisis episode. In the previous episode, we saw Ramsey tackle Ralph off the Citizen building, so we knew that that's where we would start this episode. Ramsey's powers tremendously grown. In the beginning of the episode, he showed off some of his new powers, nearly killing Ralph and sending Barry into, the main plot of the episode. This was just another example of how many steps ahead Barry and Ramsey is. It was pretty easy for Ramsey to corrupt Barry in this episode. To me, this was a very unique episode too, cinematically and story-wise. Once he was in Barry's head, it was just blow after blow. The way he shocked Barry by announcing he knew he was the Flash and he knew about Crisis was just, shivers, man. We also learned that this episode takes place 2 days before Crisis, which is a little confusing because Crisis is set to begin on the 8th of December, and if he knows he's going to die on the 10th, then that would make this episode the 8th, which is the beginning of Crisis. But it's probably just the 6th of December. Nonetheless, we get to see that everyone's really getting ready for Crisis, and especially Iris when she begins to write the Flash Disappears article. The ending of the episode was extremely tear-jerking, and every time someone mentions the word hero in the CW, it just propels the tears. We get to see the return of the Speed Force in the form of Nora Allen as it tries to urge Barry to fight against Ramsey's infection, but what comes next proves my thoughts on Ramsey and why he's the best Flash villain yet. Ramsey really begins to fuck with Barry. First we see the Thanksgiving meal and all the blood, I was like, am I not watching the Halloween episode right now? Then the graves, which by the way Martin Stein was there. That was a nice little touch for fans of Legends and fans of the Arrowverse. Then Baby Nora. And when it was really hitting me was when Barry found himself in that dark room with the red light where Ramsey showed him the newspaper article about where he lives, saves everyone from Crisis. Ramsey was able to ingeniously show Barry exactly what he needed to see in order to corrupt him. The article, like I was saying, and a happy future. He even convinced him that with his powers, Barry could save more lives, even survive Crisis. So you may be asking me, why do I say that Ramsey's the best villain? Well, you could say that Dawn's broken Barry, maybe Savitar too, but I've never seen Barry so broken than the last few scenes in his childhood bedroom. I mean, just look at him. I mean, his eyes and his face, he was just completely distraught. Remember that this is the Speed Force we're talking about here. The thing that has been guiding Barry his whole life is the Flash. The same Speed Force that keeps prisoners and creates lightning and gives people powers. This is a powerful force, and still Ramsey was good enough to manipulate Barry to challenge it. When Barry screamed that he didn't choose his life, oh wow, that hit hard. I mean, he was telling the Speed Force it's a villain. Damn, Ramsey's good. In the end, I thought it was a little predictable that Ramsey would win, but even then I was still a little shocked. Negative Flash, or whatever you want to call him, is fucking awesome. All hail King Bloodwork, which, by the way, if you caught it at the end of the episode, he shrunk down from his full form, which means due to budgets, we probably won't see the full form now, but we might eventually see it, which is pretty dope. We also got to see the new Team Citizen, as they called it. Yeah, girl power. I know what people are going to say, but I think it's good for young girls to see that. Caitlin will be making a few returns for Crisis because of Killer Frost's medical anxiety, and I like them both, so whatever. Nash Wells has gotten to Marnovu, though. It's all very confusing, like I was saying. It's very complex. You gotta think about it a little times, right? Because we learned in Arrow, spoilers ahead, by the way, for Arrow episode 6, Marnovu is actually a pretty good guy. So why is Nash trying to kill him, and what does that mean for Crisis? We'll probably see in the next episode. All in all, it was a fantastic episode where we saw the Barry Allen, the Flash, who always keeps the best attitude at all times, fall victim to his emotions and manipulation of a great supervillain. I believe Crisis is the next episode, but tell me if I'm wrong. If it is, The Last Temptation of Barry Allen Part 2 is apparently going to happen during Crisis. I don't know what the hell that means, but all it does is that Central City is in danger if they have the negative Flash to help them. Or should I say not help them? My guess is that he'll break free just in time for Crisis, but that has to mean that in the Supergirl and Batwoman episodes of Crisis needs to be coming and not have already came. Let me know what you think of this episode and what's going to happen in Part 2. I know normally people don't like to hear this, but I would really appreciate a like on this video because when you like the video, it secures a better chance for this video to appear in recommended videos for other people. I'd also really appreciate it if you could subscribe because that helps me out too. Subscribe for more CW videos and maybe tell a friend who likes the Arrowverse. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.